led to y'all's slow start, or was it a matter of Boston starting fast?
I don't know, but they started really fast, really physical, really energy, and we didn't start good. Probably it's a little bit of both, but we gotta get to a better start.
What did you think about the way that you guys did respond? I mean, you guys got down by 27, you got the game down to 9.
Yeah, it was great. I think we showed each other you can trust each other, and that we can play. Boston's an amazing team. They have a lot of weapons, but I think we showed in the second half that we can play. And like I said, we gotta get to better starts.
What did you guys do differently defensively in the second half, Luka?
Just be more physical. I think we weren't physical at all in the first half, and it's just being physical, and I think that was the key.
You and Christian seem to play well together in fourth. That's when you guys made your. What makes you guys effective together? What is it about the combination of you at the same time?
I mean, for me, it's easy. He just passing the ball. He's gonna do a lot of good things. I think he showed today. He was really big for us. He helped us a lot, and he's gonna do this a lot of times. I know that.
Luka, before the game, you gave your shoes to the young fans who beat cancer. So what does it mean to you to become a role model and bring positivity to a younger generation?
I mean, that's what it's all about. I even got a little emotional. But that's all about. Seeing this, they want a picture with me. Helping me maybe through the process. It means everything to me, and that's what it's all about at the end.
What's it like to play against Tatum? I mean, you guys kind of went back and forth, and you see him, and he sees what's that like?
It's always special. He's an amazing player. He's top candidate MVP. He's shown that he's not probably the next. Not future face of the league, but he already is, and he's an amazing player. And it was fun, to play with those kind of guys.
He said something to you after he blocked your shot?
No, I think we celebrated with the bench, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the demeanor on the sideline when you guys were, got down by 27? What was it like in huddles? What were you saying to each other?
That we just gotta stay together. We gotta stay together. We gotta figure it out, and that's honestly, I'm really proud of the guys. We did in the second half. Obviously, we didn't get a win, but I'm proud of them. I think we stayed together. We're down 27. We stayed together in a place like Garden, which is not easy, and that was the key, for the future. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Christian, what do you think most attributed to y'all's slow start tonight?
I think it was just the defensive end and the energy. I think we won the third and the fourth quarter, I believe. So we just have to do a better job of starting games better. And but one thing you can take away from the games, we all stayed together at the end of the game. We came back, brought it to within 9, and then they made a shot. So we're right there. It's just some little things that we have to fix.
How do you feel about the connection when you're obviously growing with Luka? They're look pretty fluid in the second half.
I think between me and him, we didn't really get into a lot of pick and rolls today because of the switching. They were switching 1 through 5, so we were just trying to get the mismatch for Luka. But I think we've been great all season together. I think we do a good job of finding each other on rolls, and when he's posting up, and I'm trying to look for him and get him the ball when he has mismatches. So over time, it'll get even better. I think it's been great so far.
I asked Jayson after, if he would consider changing the starting lineup, and he said everything is on the table. Do you think it's time for you to start, given the way the season's gone team so far?
I think I'm going to just keep that personal opinion to myself, but what I can say is, I'm enjoying my time here. I love playing for Dallas. These guys, they support me. They pick me up when I have bad games, so things are going great, especially in Dallas. I just signed a new Adidas deal, so shout out to them. Impossible is nothing, and I'm happy to be here.
When did you sign that?
That was about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, I thought maybe something was something.
No, it's all
since
good.
then.
It's all good.
All right.
Did you, I mean, it's a one-game snapshot, but, you know, they do have the best record in the league over there in that other locker room.
Yeah, for sure. They're a great team.
How'd you feel about the way you guys sized up, in the second half at least?
I feel like it was good. Like I said, we won the third and the fourth quarter. They're a great team. We have great players. They were hitting tough shots. We were trying to double Tatum, and Tatum was hitting tough shots off a double team. So it happens, you know. It's basketball. We got to take it day by day and move on to the next game against another good team in the East. All good?
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We have really done it.
Jason, did your defense just put you in too big a hole there to get out of?
Yeah, well, we got off to a slow start. Giving up 70 in that first half wasn't something that we planned, but give Boston credit, they're a good team. And, you know, what I liked about the second half is that we didn't, you know, stop fighting. We kept fighting, and we got it down to 9, I think. The ball bounces their way with the corner 3 by Horford. But if we can play basketball like that in that second half, that'll give us a chance to win more games.
Boston is probably the best team in the league. I mean, the record certainly shows it. If this is a one-night snapshot of you guys against the best the NBA has right now, what do you think tonight told you where you guys are?
Well, we did a lot of good things in that second half. We got a lot of good looks. You know, again, we've said this over and over. We've gotten good looks. We just haven't knocked them down. Our shooters aren't shooting, you know, at a high clip right now. But what I loved about Luka, you know, tonight, he kept leading. He kept talking in the huddle, you know, to keep believing, keep trusting one another. And those guys that are on the floor did that, you know. It wasn't pretty, but Luka kept us in the game, and Seawood did a great job too. His minutes and also just performing on both ends.
Well, and he and Luka were on the court virtually most of the fourth quarter. How effective do you think they were in tandem?
Well, they probably scored all the points.
Yeah.
Well, you look at what they did. They have a great connection. They did a good job against considered one of the best teams in the league. So hopefully we can grow from this, and we can have those two out there in Toronto.
Obviously, they have a lot of talent, Jason. What makes them so hard to guard?
Well, they're vets. This is a team that's been together for some time. They understand their roles. They can shoot the 3, you know, not just take it, but they shoot it at a high clip. And so, you know, Tatum's playing at an MVP. Brown is right there behind him. And then, you know, Smart is making plays. He's passing the ball. They're unselfish. And that's hard to guard when you look at Boston and Golden State. When they move, they continuously keep moving. Someone's going to be open. And then, as I brought up, Horford makes a wide open corner 3. You're playing good defense, but they just make the right plays.
Given the slow start, and you have had some slow starts this year, is it time to give any thought to changing the starting lineup more than you already have? You've tinkered with it some at the center spot this year.
Yeah, we've talked about changing the starting lineup. That's one of the questions I ask every day to the staff, is do we want to look at making a change at the starting 5? And so far, that hasn't happened, but that's not something that will go away. You know, we can talk about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it Friday, and we'll see what happens for Saturday. But that's something that we always talk about. You know, we got guys not shooting the ball well. You know, maybe we put them in the starting lineup and give them a different look, and maybe we can help them make shots.
And you have said that you prefer Christian off the bench with Tim. Are you still hard and fast to that, or could that be one of the possible changes?
Yeah, I'm not hard and fast on anything. This is a dress rehearsal, so we got to get all the answers to the tests before, if you're lucky enough. And I said this earlier, is if you can make it to the playoffs. So you got to look at all the combinations. You got to see who's playing well, and just understand that sometimes change has to happen. It's just the nature of sport. There's no hard feelings or anything personal. This is their job, and we're trying to win ball games. We're trying to put the right combinations out there. But the big thing is, we're not shooting the ball at a high clip from the three, and we're getting wide open looks. And when you play teams like Boston, you have to make them.